Welcome back to another Let's Play Transport Fever. We are on the East Coast. This is Atlanta. Pretty little vista coming into our train station here. And of course our train's going to pack it out, drop our way down to about 50 or so, and then there it goes. It's loaded. And they're all full trains. It's finished loading, it just left, and there's still 124 waiting. If you look down here, look at this. There's a train just left here. There's 200 and some odd people waiting. We are overloaded, so especially down here in this double city stop. But I'm not going to put another train on that line yet. Instead, what I'm looking to do is go ahead and open the Atlanta-Charlotte line, start building this. What I did do is I put a tram station, and I know tram from here to there is a long ways, but I went ahead and opened it, and let's see, 2 years ago I set it, and it's been running fine. Runs at about a 9-minute, but there are people who like the cheap route. That's what they're doing. As you can see, it's already helping Charlotte to grow. So it was a small town. It's already starting to grow. I put the loop around, and I'm going to go ahead and get the buses going, or trams as it were. I think 2 trams should be a good thing to start with. So we'll go Charlotte bus, and it's orange like the other ones. And yes, it is 1870s. So I ran off a couple of years, and we didn't do much. Just paid back a little bit of loan, back down to $4 million. Nothing's really happened. I be honest with you, I said it, and I went and did the dishes, and went outside and looked at the pretty weather, and then came inside and paid off about $1.5 million in loans, and sat down and hit record. So I mean, nothing really has been going on. There's nothing to do. This early stage of the game, it's more of let it grow, let it build, and that's what you say. Well, why are you running a 4-time progression mod if you're walking outside or going to do dishes? Because I like to enjoy each era. The town's growing at a good rate, and I'm getting to watch my steam engines come and go, and these smaller engines, and I'm still using the same trams, which is cool. And I'm not already into 1930 and rapidly approaching 2000, and in 25 episodes I'm at 2020. I just don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and start the train. It's going to go from Atlanta to Charlotte and back. It's going to be a single train to start with, so I'm going to go ahead and go with, I think, what do I have on here? Vehicles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go ahead and go with a 5-car start. It may sound like a lot, but we'll borrow some money here. It's really not. 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yep. So it's going to be 100 passengers. I'm going to repay back that. So we're down to 5.5, not too bad. And I want to do that because, let's see, we got SG1 and SG2. We're going to go SG3 because I want to give it the chance to blossom early. If you put just a few cars on, then you got to do the replacement and all that stuff. Go ahead and start off with the bigger cars and go at it. And here she comes. Let's ride to Charlotte as it departs the station. Comes down, it's got the open signal, you can advance onto the line. It crosses over and hits that outside line, and away we go. It'll crank up to 28 miles an hour, breakneck speed. I know that people in this day and age are wondering why trains need to go that fast. It's just not sensible. There's no need to ever go this fast. 13 to 20 miles an hour is more than fine. Why does anything need to go faster than a horse? Of course, they have no idea what's coming in the future, huh? 100, 200 mile an hour trains, quite the difference. Our beautiful forest that we had to cut through to get to Charlotte. It's a nice ride. Everything looks very nice. There's our big road. It heads up to Charlotte. It's the main thoroughfare, I-95, if you will. There it goes. We are headed up. That little train line you see just to the right there is the one that's going to go to Savannah. I'm not going to hook that up just yet. I'm going to start this one first, get Atlanta to start pushing, and then I'll get the Savannah line going. And away we go. In, and then we'll turn around. Of course, that little crossover right there will not be needed when we go further north, but for now, want it so we can go back on the right hand side. Because eventually we'll have 2 trains on this line. Alright, headed back to Atlanta. It's a nice view, it's a nice ride. Let's watch the train on the way back this time. And we have hit a new year. Of course, now we have the Baldwin. I should have waited and bought this when I could have bought the Baldwin. That's okay. What's the Baldwin do? It does a lot better, I'm sure. That's okay. Alright, through the beautiful forest. I've forgotten what the Baldwin does now. There are the specs on it. Our little driver's in there. Looking good. Let's change the color to that gray. I like that gray. It looks good. There we go. We are moving out. What a big empty train. We'll see how long this takes to start generating some people. It should not take long at all. Here, of course, we lost money because we bought a train. We've been making money every year except for I was building stuff. We're making anywhere from 700 to 800,000 a year, 1.9, 900,000. So I mean, it's been money making all along, and that's, you know, the whole idea is I am playing on easy because I don't want to just sit here and have to watch trains run back and forth so I can beg and hope and make money. You know, I want to build. I want to build a big empire and I want to have fun doing it. So that's the whole point. All right, so now that's running. We're sitting at 188,000, and I can't believe I waited one more month basically. I could be running 37 miles per hour as opposed to, well, I could be running 31. So it really wouldn't have made that much of a difference because I don't have the updated car yet. So we'll get to that. We'll do some updating stuff as we go along. And you can see here, our tram line is still doing good. The Entry tram and the Tallahassee-Jacksonville tram is doing well. Not to mention the fact that this other Savannah to Charlotte tram is running very well. And because of the distance, it's making pretty good money. As opposed to this one, I mean, granted, that's making good money for trams, but because that has 4 on it, this only has 2, that distance makes all the difference. And I thought about moving one of the trams from this line, although it's always busy, so I don't know. But I did think about moving one of these over there. But I like the frequency it's running at right now. And we have our first passengers in Charlotte. Look at there. Let's get us a passenger. How many we have? 2. Grand total of 2. Gonna get on the train right here. Whap whap. And away they go. 2 whole people. So they pretty well have the whole cabin to themselves. A whole car to themselves. Now the Savannah line will be a short line. So when we buy this train, it will be a smaller train. Only problem is you know, you can't really haul the smaller ones. But it will be this little general. It's not gonna be anything better than that. Probably ever. And eventually it'll have to upgrade. But to start with, it'll just be a general, probably about 3 or 4 cars. We'll see. That's just going to be a short line. I'm not looking at having it massive. I don't know. I might just put a 100 passenger train on there. Because eventually, the people from here will then take the train, go up here, get off, and then they can get on the train that's moving north and south. So, but that's what it's for. It's not going any further than that. That's where it terminates, right there. And I don't want it to go any further. So just a little short line. And the idea is eventually, if I wanted to, I could make it Charlotte, Savannah, or the regional over here to Tallahassee. But we'll see. We will see. Time will tell. Hey, there's 11 people waiting now. 12 looking to leave the great city of Atlanta and head off to Charlotte. Why did they want to go to Charlotte? Let's see if we can grab one here. Let's see what she says. He, she, whichever. So they're going to shop in Charlotte. Wow. That's interesting. You would think they would shop. Either way, this one here got a job over in Charlotte. Lives in Atlanta. Said, "Hey, I need a job." Got a job in Charlotte. There you go. 14 people. Won't be long. Won't be long at all. So things are going well. Here we are sitting at 5.5, and we are making money. We're going to continue to make money. The next thing I need to do is put another train on this line, or go ahead and start the short line running up to Charlotte from the Jacksav regional station. And as soon as we get planes, there will be a regional airport in here as well. And I really wish this wasn't here, because I wanted to put the regional airport right here next to the trains. That didn't work out so well though, did it? So I'm going to have to run a trolley system from the train station to the plane station. And, you know, hey, that's fine. People have to pull up on the train. They'll get off the train. They'll get on my trolley. They'll ride a trolley over to the airport, then get on the plane and go. So, yeah, that will work out just fine. The other idea would be to put an airport up in Atlanta. And that probably, I don't know, might be better, might not be better. This, of course, being the mega city, is bigger than Atlanta. If we do an update on where everybody's at, Savannah and Jacksonville are at 652, 69, so there's 1,200 people here versus 600 there. So definitely different. And poor Charlotte is way down here at 138, but it does have some shopping facilities. So we'll let that continue to grow. Over time, it'll do it. Like I said, I think the regional airport has to go down here, and then you can, I might even just put it like right here and then run an extra stop to it or something, and maybe have a line that just goes and hits these stations just to stop at the regional. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, you know, future plans. We'll see how it goes. We got to get to that point. One small step at a time, or you're going to wind up being in a position where you just are out of luck. So right now we're sitting at 41.3 thousand. We're looking good for this year. It's only July. We are rocking along. Everything looks good. Could be better. Could be worse. When you think about it, if you're playing on medium mode or whatever, they'd say, well, you know, you gotta be careful about putting all this stuff together and having too many things, you know, together right at the start. But you know, you also, from something I figured out in this game, if I'm still running, remember we started off with 3 cars. So if I'm still running 3 cars, these cities might be growing, but I'm not moving enough people, okay? And if I've got 4 trains running, 4 engines with only 3 cars each instead of bumping up to 5, and then pretty soon bumping these up to like 7s and 8s, that's going to get very expensive. Because if you look at this, the running cost on a car is $64,000 a year. The running cost on this is $52,000 a year. It starts to add up, but man, that should not be that high. But the whole point is, the more you're just having to run all this stuff as opposed to just adding a couple more cars, you're also adding these engines, and before you know it, your running costs is through the roof. And the other thing you gotta be careful with, the reason why I like running trams, and I'm not doing it in the other video, but I'm doing it in this one because I was like, hey, you know, I want to do it a little different. These guys hold quite a bit versus, say, a regular vehicle, because a regular vehicle holds a little bit less. So these guys hold just a little bit more, and I seem to, I don't know, plus when the traffic comes along, it makes life easier for you. But I like these guys. They work very well, and I don't have to have as many. If you have a ton of little 4-passenger horse carts running around on your thing, you have to have double what we've got running around, and it could cost you a fortune in running cost. So that's one of the drawbacks. So here's a new horse trolley cart. This one holds 8 and runs 9 miles an hour. This one holds 9 and runs 12 miles per hour. So that's a huge difference, 12 miles per hour. So what we're going to do, let's go to Atlanta bus. Let's go to replacement. Let's set vehicle. Let's put our new guy here, and we'll put 25%, and yes. So Atlanta bus, we want to replace all 4 of those at 39,000 a piece. Let's see. Charlotte bus, let's just go ahead and replace them. No, because they're not even at 25% yet. I just bought them. Enter Jacksonville thing here. We're going to hit set vehicle. Let's go ahead and get him set up. We'll hit yes and 25% and watch the vehicles. The reason why I'm saying watch the vehicles, because then once it's all set, you can go back, you hit no, and go back to 100%. Then you don't get a warning, hey, so-and-so's, you know, overdue for replacement. And you're thinking, why are they overdue for replacement? When they're not. It's only 25%. So you go back to 100% and you hit no, and you're done. Okay. Jacksonville bus. So we need to set vehicle. And that's, you know, yeah, it's only one more person, but the mile per hour difference is pretty high. I mean, that's a pretty good amount of difference there. We're doing Jacksonville bus, Savannah Charlotte tram. When you think about this thing does, what is it? 9 miles per hour, and the other one's doing 12. That's a pretty good amount. It's 3 more miles per hour difference. It adds up after a while. Alright, so yes, and 25. I'm not 100% sure these guys are qualifying. given the fact that they haven't been out there that long, but we shall see. Placement. Okay. Savannah Bus 2, which is running well. That's running where my airport should be. Where it should be, I should say. Should be. Alright, and yes on Savannah 2. You're done, so I can hit no on you. And 100%. How about one of you guys? You guys are still trying. Anybody near a station so I know if... I can't tell. Doesn't look like it. You guys look like you're both in the middle. We'll figure that out in a minute. Vehicles, 2 out of 3. Savannah Bus 2. We need to replace all 4 of these. Whoop, we're running out of money. Running out of money. No, 100%. Got one left to do here. We're just spending our money. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to do those guys or not because they are very new. Savannah Bus 2, where are you, buddy? Are you too new to change? You might be. Some of these guys are somewhat new. Nope, he changed. Alright, so replacement, no, at 100%. Vehicles, let's go set this guy now. We are out of money. That's Tallahassee, Jacksonville, and then Tallahassee Bus. Come on. There we go. And let's hit, oh, did it change somebody over here? No, it didn't. Okay. So they're too young to do it. But we're going to leave this on yes and assume that it'll do it shortly. And these guys, we're going to hit 25% and yes. Let's get these 3 done. And then we can work on doing the bigger line. Yeah. 2 of them down. 1 to go. You need to definitely need to look at always upgrading. Even when your vehicles aren't fully aged, early on like this, it helps to replace your vehicles, get the running costs, keep the running costs down. You want to maximize as much profit as you possibly can. So it's good to keep the running cost down by buying new vehicles. So we paid $704,000 and we sold 163. So we're doing okay. It's not the worst in the world. Okay, so let's hit 25% yes, and we'll replace these as best we can. These guys are obviously a little too new. They're only at 3 years. So they got a ways they can go. 2 of them replaced, 2 to go, if they're able to do it. And a new American horse cart. Well, that's nice. Ooh, negative 119,000. Wow. Look at all these people waiting. How many waiting for Charlotte? 13, huh? And he's coming into the station. So 2 trains at once. Here we go. Nice view. Like looking at a model railroad, right? There we go. He's got 24 coming to Atlanta. Not bad, not bad. That means he's getting closer to turning a profit. Well, he loaded at 16 fast. That was quick. Anyway, they go. Still sitting at 5.5. We're nowhere near, knock that down yet, but we're getting there. It's work in progress. Ooh, that's a sight. Look at that. There they go. Of course, with all the windows open, it's not the best sight, but it's a sight. Not bad. Right. Yep. I think airport here, maybe some sort of train diversion would be good. Specialized, maybe small. Later on, you get those little small 2-person things that are just going to the airport. Maybe make it where it just goes airport, back. Same thing here. And then that way it's, I don't remember the name of the train, but it's a little short thing. And that way they're not grabbing hold and trying to get to Tallahassee with it. They're just, well, they could come here and then get off. Anyways, the whole idea would be just a little short thing. And maybe, I don't know, we'll figure something out. I think that would work out pretty good, though. I think that would work out good. And then, of course, the other airport would be up here at Richmond, which will be our terminus going north. Nothing will go past Richmond going north. Over there, anything coming from Atlanta and stuff, it'll hit Richmond, it'll terminate and turn and go back. and Richmond will then connect to Washington, Allentown, and Philadelphia north. That's how we do things, man. That's how we do it. Are you guys too young? No. We just have been out of money when you hit the station. I understand. I get it. Alright, you're pulling in the station. You should upgrade now. Well, I say that, and then March 1st hit. So, yeah, no. Can't upgrade. I am sorry. I know you look at all the other horses and say, you know, why are they upgrading and I'm not? But, we'll get there. You know, it's oh, you upgraded. You did. You got in there just before. So you did a good job, buddy. So you're the only oddball left, number 13. It's an unlucky 13. There you go. That would explain it, right? Let's follow. What a nice little ride, right? Wouldn't you enjoy doing this? You know, I'll pay a little small amount, and there's fire hydrants on the side of the road out here in the middle of nowhere. Check that out. And street lights from Jacksonville to Tallahassee. There are street lights because we spare no expense to make sure you are happy and taken care of. Right? That's important to us. So there we go. Look at this. Boom. Look how much faster that guy was. This is a peaceful, tranquil ride. The birds are singing. The clickety-clack of the horses in the cart. The jolting side to side and the sudden starts and stops that cause your spleen to nearly break and your back to be disjointed for life. It's all worth it in the long run. The bone-jarring, kidney, rattle-riding horse cart. Trolley. I guess it wouldn't be that jarring, really, if you think about it. Considering it's, did he upgrade? Did he upgrade? Did he upgrade? He did. He did. There we go. So, I mean, it would be that bad if you think about it. Let's check out number 13 now. Lucky number 13. You are now cruising along with two horses at a wicked 12 miles per hour. Life is good. Let's look at some colors for you. What happens if we go gray? Well, nothing. Man, they look like they're having a party in there. What about lime green? Ooh, that looks quite interesting. And the gray didn't do it. No. What the white? How does that look? That's not bad. Let's go with that on our line here. We're gonna go with the details, vehicles, and we're gonna go with that white. And the Savannah to Charlotte. Let's go with vehicles, and let's go with that green, man. Or you know what? Let's go to Hunter Green. Let's see how it looks on this older cart here. Let's see how this green looks. Oh, that's not too bad, huh? Could be worse. Oh, we'll just go with the white. See how that looks. No, that looks terrible on that. Let's go with that neon green. There we go. I know, black. Look at that. Very regal. All right, we'll do that. Looking good. We'll make the Atlanta line. Let's make them. Let's go take a look at one of them. How about we make one of them, or make those guys? Whoops. Whoops. That wasn't very smart, was it? Where are you? Come here. Okay. What if we made them, because they're up in Atlanta and all that stuff, that bright yellow? Look at that. Just for giggles. There you go. Atlanta has yellow trams. Looking good, guys. Let's see. How about the Jacksonville guys? Got a bunch of you. You are tram number 1, the original. How about we'll put the black on you guys so you look nice. Oh no, that doesn't look good at all, does it? That doesn't look bad. And we'll go with the white for you. And on the Savannah, get rid of you here. Let's see. On the Savannah, let me think. Oh no. That'd be more like a Miami thing, wouldn't it? Oof. How about that dark red? That's not the worst. That's not bad. That orange. That burnt yellow. Mustardy. Almost like a polished copper look. We'll go with that. That looks not bad at all. And then Savannah 2. Let's check you out, Savannah 2. Any one of your guys here. Let's go with the black for them, I think. I think the black would look good. Little regal, polished gold up there. Guys wearing black. Yeah, I like that. And then we got Tallahassee. Did we do Tallahassee? I don't remember. No, we did not. Let's go check out the Tallahassee guys. Let's see. Seminoles, right? Tallahassee? Let's go with a garnet. Is that kind of a garnet? There we go. Seminoles. If I could do two colors, we'd make it garnet and gold. Alright. So, there you have it. A little fun with colors, a little fun playing around. We might even make the Charlotte train a different color. I don't know. We shall see. You know, actually, let's grab that thing. Where is it? Where are you, Charlotte train? There you are. Let's take a gander. You know, I was thinking, we got that white, but that bronze. Look at that. See, that's not bad at all, man. I kind of like that bronze. Yeah, we'll do that. That kind of almost like a copper. Does it changes the front one too? Yeah, I think it does, doesn't it? Yeah. No. That, or you know what we could do? Let's just look at this. That's like a pewter. It's an interesting color. No, I think I like the orange better. It looks very copper-ish. So that's good. By the way, he's got 18. He's closing in. I'm making a profit. We're closing in. I'll be able to pay back some more loan. We're going to let this run a little bit. No need to upgrade the trains as of yet because we can't upgrade the cars. We'll save up a little bit of money. We need another train on this line. But until then, don't forget to hit like, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Give us some thumbs up and leave some feedback. Don't forget, if you want to name one of these stations, leave a comment. Let us know what the name will be. It's got to be appropriate, got to be PG, because this is family friendly. All right, we will talk to you soon.